going to find out all about what sports broadcasters do. There's a lot of different jobs. Come with me. On air.
We're thrilled that you're here today.
I am thrilled to be here. What's the overall definition of sports broadcasting?
A big thing is everybody just talking about sports. Different big games in football, basketball, baseball, hockey. What we do is we set up stations. Down the hall here, we use the TV studios here at FAU. Doing sports shows, radio shows, we do it all here.
That's amazing.
So one room here, like for example, is our radio broadcast room. And the kids do sports talk radio shows. They're hosting their own shows.
Wow, this is a really cool room. Hi.
Hi, Miss Penny.
Hi, what goes on in here?
So this is the anchoring room. So this is where we talk about the sports world and everything that's happening.
That's exciting. Tell me about what's going on.
We have 3 people, anchor 1, anchor 2, and anchor 3. And we just talk about what's happening right now in sports on camera.
Hi everyone, welcome to Sports Broadcasting Center.
And we just talk about what's happening on a teleprompter, which is right there. It's a script.
Wow. So the scripts are pre-written. Do you read the scripts before you read them on camera?
Yes.
So you know what they're saying and you can pronounce all the names? Great, and then you can see each other. Do you ever take a peek and see how you're doing?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Who's running the teleprompter over there? Hello. All right, I'd love to see how you do it. How do you become a good anchor?
So it all starts with pacing, making sure that the viewers can understand what we're saying and making it all smooth so it's a good show.
Great, and you have to pay attention to your posture.
Yes, posture is always important.
It's important to study, it's important to read about your sport, to have some background so that you know what you're talking about. And then if you need to refer to other things, you have information that you can give out. What do you like best about doing anchoring?
Well, I like being able to sit at this fancy table and have co-hosts, and I like to read off the teleprompter, like what we just did. That was really fun. And I like talking about sports a lot.
What's your favorite sport?
Soccer.
Soccer? Yeah. How about you?
Definitely ice hockey.
Ice hockey? See, I'd love to do basketball.
Being able to articulate your feelings and articulate the way you think about things, specifically in sports, it's such an important skill.
It's great, and it's so available for them to practice and watch TV and be really part of the game because they can pretend like they're sportscasters, or they can listen to the radio themselves.
Right.
This is the radio studio here, and we have the whole entire setup. We have the 3 microphones here, all of them attached all the way over there. You're able to talk about any sport you want.
Terrific. What are you doing right now? What are you practicing? What sport?
So right now we were doing a football show, and I'm just exchanging conversations, arguments, sports takes with my partner here, Mitchell. People get to ask questions and give their feedback to us.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Once you start getting topics, you're just speak about it, right? Just let your thoughts out.
Sounds good. Can we practice a little?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the 50-yard line show. Who do you think is going to make the Super Bowl?
The Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, they've been in the Super Bowl before.
Miss Penny, do you have a favorite NFL team?
Yeah, and of course, the Miami Dolphins. I don't even hear their name here. Are they might not be in the top 10, are we thinking?
Oh, in my opinion, they definitely are. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's wrap up this show. Thank you so much, Miss Penny. Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much, Mitchell. This was the 50-yard line show where we talk about everything football related. We'll see you next week.
Now that we learned what a sports anchor and a radio host are, let's talk about other types of sports broadcasting. A sideline sports reporter is on the field or on the court to be the eyes and ears of what's going on during a game. They talk to coaches and athletes. They give breaking news as a game happens.
So a stand-up is you have the microphone in your hand and you're making a report on the camera.
Wow, there are so many different types of sports broadcasting. But Kid Vision kids, did you notice what they all have in common? What tools do they use to do their job? Hey, Shiny! That's a great microphone to use. Everyone's going to be able to hear us. Wow, great! What else do we need for a broadcast? That's right, Shiny. Good job. We need a video camera so the audience can see us, and we need a good microphone so the audience can hear us. Great job, Shiny. You have the camera. I have the microphone. Kid Vision Kids, I think we're ready for a broadcast show. Let's go.
As the head coach with this program, he looks to improve the team and get them back to the top of Conference USA. I'm Ryan Schlesinger, signing out.
Reporting live from the FAU Stadium in sunny Boca Raton, Florida.
FAU finished with a record of 5-7 last year.
They look to have a bounce-back season.
I think it's great. I mean, not only are they learning about sports and about broadcasting, about being on the radio, but they're definitely gaining confidence in their own skills and being able to project themselves with what they know.
The self-esteem, the self-respect, the public speaking, the confidence. I started to see how much better they were doing year after year after year, and it's so gratifying to see. And we make so many friends here, lifelong friends.
Miss Penny from Kid Vision at South Florida PBS, and I'd like to thank the Sports Broadcasting Camp for giving us a great day learning about sports broadcasting. We're signing off. I'm Miss Penny from Kid Vision at South Florida PBS.
I'm Harrison Shawns.
I'm Ryan Schlesinger.
And I'm Justin Rubin.
Bye.